afternoon, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a zucchini and eggplant lasagna. The first thing I've done is I've cut my zucchini and my eggplant into small slices, and I put some salt on them on each piece and leave it for about 5 minutes. And then I just sort of pat dry each piece to get out the excess water from them. I set a little bit of water on here, so just make sure you get as much of the water out as possible. And then I'll just fry these off in a pan for a couple of minutes, just shallow fry. So I'll put a little bit of olive oil in here. Just frying off my zucchinis for a couple of minutes on each side. I have some kitchen paper here, so I'll put both the eggplant and the zucchini on there while once they're finished frying. I won't add any more salt at this stage because I've actually put salt on them and then I got the water out, so I wouldn't put any more salt on them at this stage. So my zucchini has been frying in the oil for about 2 minutes. On each side. So I'll go ahead and take these out and drain them in some kitchen paper. I'll go ahead and add some more in. I'll go ahead and continue to fry these off, and I'll come back and show you the next step. So guys, the next step is I'm going to fry off some corn mince. So I'll go ahead and add some olive oil in this pan. I'm using 1 pack of corn mince. I'll just go ahead and season this now. So here I'll add some salt. Some black pepper. A little bit of all-purpose seasoning. Some piri-piri seasoning. Some oregano, I'll leave this to fry in the olive oil for about 3 minutes or so. Then I'm going to add my onions and my chilies. So I just want to brown my mince for a bit. I left this here to fry for about 3 minutes. So it's a little bit brown now, and then I'll go ahead and add my onions and my chilies. Add a little bit here of my liquid Maggi seasoning. I have a can of chopped tomatoes here, which I'm going to go ahead and add now. just go ahead and add a little bit of boiling water here. Just a little bit. Then I'll go ahead and cover this, and I'll let this simmer until all the water is evaporated. And I'll show you the next steps. So our mince is now finished. So I'll just go ahead and I'll put this on the other side. We're going to also make now for our zucchini and eggplant lasagna, we're going to be making a bechamel sauce or a cheese sauce, whichever name you know it as. So I'll just put this pan on here. I'll go ahead and add about 4 tablespoons of butter. And just let this melt. I'm going to be adding some flour to this once it's all melted. Go ahead and add my flour. I'll add about 4 tablespoons of flour. I'll use equal flour to the butter. So that's 4. This is a tricky bit. You want to make sure it doesn't lump. So just when it gets like this here, I'm going to add some milk. And I'm using plant-based milk. I'm using almond milk. So go ahead and add 1 cup of milk first. Stir that in, and then I'll add some more after. So let's put this back here and just keep stirring the flour and the butter into this milk until it becomes smooth. And we just need a low heat for this. We're getting there. But you just want to make sure you don't want to burn the butter and flour. You want to make sure you have a low heat at this stage. Add a little bit more milk now. I'll add another cup of milk at this stage, and I'll see how much more milk I need. So I'll keep stirring. See, it's getting a smooth consistency here. Go ahead and add another cup of milk at this stage, so that's 3 cups of milk so far. Just keep stirring. See, it's all nice and smooth. But you do need to keep stirring. We do have some grated cheese, which I'm going to be adding in here once this has thickened up a little bit. Just add a little bit of black pepper at this stage. You'll see when it starts to bubble here now. This is when it's gonna start thickening. See? Okay, at this stage, what I'm gonna do, I'm going to add some cheese in here. A handful of cheese. You can add as much cheese as you want, but I'm just adding 1 handful of cheese. Just start adding. So you can see it start to bubble there. And this is nice. This is the consistency we want. So this is sticking up really nicely. So this is finished. There's my bechamel sauce or my cheese sauce. So I'm just going to go ahead and switch this off, and then we need to set the lasagna. So guys, we're now ready to put our lasagna together. So the first thing I'll do is I'll put a little bit of the mince at the bottom. Just a little bit. Okay. Then I'm gonna layer my eggplant pieces on top of that. So then I'm gonna add some of my cheese sauce. Here. And I'll add some more mince. Okay, now I'm going to add some grated cheese. my fried zucchini pieces. Oops. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna go in again with my cheese sauce. I'll add the cheese sauce here. I'll go ahead and add the remaining mince. Okay. Then I'll add the remaining of my cheese sauce here. Just get it all in here. Okay, and the final step is I'm going to add some more grated cheese here at the top. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of peri-peri seasoning here at the top. This is optional, but you know I love my peri-peri seasoning. Okay. And there you have it, guys. Ready to go into the oven. So I've preheated my oven at 190 degrees Celsius. And what I'll do, I'll cover this with some foil and I let it cook in the oven totally for about 30 minutes, but I'll come back and I'll take off the foil after 20 minutes. Okay, so in 20, I'm going to put this in the oven now, and in 20 minutes I'm going to come back and take off the foil, and then I'll leave it to cook in the oven to bake for a further 10 minutes. So altogether baking time, I would say about 30 minutes. So I'll come back and show you the finished product. So guys, our zucchini and eggplant lasagna is now finished. I've just taken it out of the oven. You can see it's still bubbling here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this sit for about 10 minutes. And then I'll show you, come back and I'll show you, I'll plate it up and I'll show you at the end.